Hello everyone, welcome to Architect Talks. In this video I am going to show you how to copy the on-prem SQL Server data to Azure Blob Storage. For this, we need to require few things here, so I have listed there. So that requires SQL Server Management Studio, where we need to create the SQL Server, and then Azure Data Factory, and Azure Blob Storage, and for source datasets and sync dataset, and also we need to have the link service for the source and sync, and the same as well as in Azure we need to have SQL database and SQL Server. Okay, let's go to the Azure portal. So in Azure portal, so I need to copy the data from on-prem SQL Server to Azure Blob Storage. For that I need to create a pipeline. I'm creating a new pipeline. So I will name this as SQL, okay, on-prem SQL data pipeline. Okay, so for this basically we are going to do copy not a single table, more than one table that we are going to copy from on-prem SQL Server to Azure Blob Storages. For that we need to have a lookup activity to read all the tables. To get all the table names. So let this name lookup and go to the settings. We need to create a data set here for the SQL Server because we are connecting to the SQL Server. Then continue, and also we need to have, okay, let's this name as lookup SQL data set, and let us have the linked service that I have already created, and we are using self-hosted integration runtime. So we are using only the self-hosted integration runtime when we are connecting with the on-prem SQL Server, because the self-hosted IR will help us to create the resource at their local machine, and we are not selecting any of the tables here because we are dynamically passing the tables. And then okay, click OK. Okay, and then let's go. Okay, let me debug this one. You can see the output. Table is required for the lookup activity. Okay, sorry. So we need to have the query here, right? So this is the SMS. So here I have prepared one query to get all the table names that is available in SQL Server. So these are the tables available under the sales hierarchy schema. If you run this query again, right, the same number of set of rows you will see. So all these tables we are going to get this here to Azure Blob Storage. So let's just copy this query and paste it over here and try to debug now. It's running. Just try to refresh. It will take a few seconds to complete. Okay, it ran successfully, and you can see here right output. If you click it here, right, so you can see the first row. So basically we need to disable this first row. So this is the first row only. If you disable this one, right, we will be getting all the table names. So I just trigger it again. So it's running. Let it run. Okay, it ran successfully. Now check the output. So if you see here, right, so there are around count 10. So 10 tables are there. So the table catalog is the RK SQL database, and table name is table schema is sales hierarchy, and table name is address. Similarly, for all the tables, it has been listed out. Okay, let us copy all these things because it requires in later part. Let's copy this one and just close this one. Take a notepad and just paste it over here. So this will help us. Let's keep it there. And now what we have to do is we need for each activity. For each activity to iterate each table. Just try to connect this one, connect this to one, and for each just create for each and go to the settings and just at items you need to have the lookup activity output and output dot. So we got the output, we got this output. From this output what we want? We want the value. So for value each table has to be iterated. So we are using this value. And go back here and just try to paste this one here and then okay, that's fine. Now for each value it is iterating, what it has to do is it has to copy the data. So inside the for each we are having a copy activity here. Copy activity, just open this copy activity. So here source and sink we have. For the source we need to create one data set for SQL Server. Continue. And linker service, we have already one linker service for SQL Server and same self-hosted IR we are using, and don't try to give any of the table name here because we are dynamically passing the table names, and then click on OK. Okay, so now open this data set and you need to add the parameters. Since we are passing the table names dynamically, we need to add the parameters here. The first one is schema. And the second one is table name, table. Okay, fine. Now let's go to the pipeline and you can see the only schema is there. Okay. We go to the copy activity, schema is there because it might not be updated here. Okay, what we have to do is just close this one and select it again. Select it again. Okay, now you can see right schema and table name appears here. So what you have to add here is, and also you have to add connection, no, schema and parameter. Okay, that's fine, let's check it later. Okay, now what you have to add is at schema you need to for each activity, for each we are getting the value, we need to select the table schema. Okay, we need to copy and paste it over here. That's fine. Now for the table also add dynamic content. For each we need to get the table name. Just copy the table name as well. Okay, so okay, fine. Okay, that is fine. Okay, I think we need not to change anything here. This is okay. Well, we can check this one as well here. Connection, okay. Okay, fine. And I guess we need to add items here. Let's check this one. No, reset the table. Yeah, just SQL Server table one, that is fine. Just open this one. Execution contents. Okay, enter manually here. So here we need to select the schema. Okay, and also we need to select the table name. Okay, fine. And let's go back to the pipeline, and similarly for the sync we need to add the database dataset. So the dataset is Gen2, ADF Gen2. Okay, and then the text format is delimited text format is text format, and this we can write sync gen to dataset, and the linked service should be the Azure Data Lake Storage, and this is already created. And the file path, just browse is one file path, just landing area could be the one, and for the middle area, for the directory, we will be adding this dynamically. Okay, just click OK, and then again open this dataset and go to the parameters, add a file path. Okay, fine. Now come here, just add this content file path. Okay. Now go back to the on-prem pipeline. Here we have to add content file name dot, we have to add the table name here. For each table it has to create a folder, right? For the folder we have taken the table name. Okay, fine. Well, I guess this should be the pipeline. Okay, let's try to validate all the things. Okay, nothing is there. Just try to run it now. Debug. So it's running. Oh my god, it failed. Let's see why it failed. Okay, lookup activity is fine. You go to results, and for it's still running, it's in progress. Okay, time count. Okay, and let's see what is the issue. Okay, the item table name cannot be evaluated because table name doesn't exist. Okay, I copied wrongly. The E is not copied. Let's go to the copy data activity. Okay, so here E is not there. Okay, and fine. Now debug it again. So if it is failed, right, just go to this that message icon, click on there, and you can see the message, what is the exact issue. Just refresh it again. So the lookup is successful. Just open it. So we got a table names, schema names, and catalog name. And close this one. So everything is in progress. We are in queue. Still running, we are still running. If you are completed and if you are still in progress, okay, most of them are completed. Let's refresh again. Okay, everything is completed. So if you click on this spreads icon, right, you can see. So the data is succeeded to copy from SQL Server to Azure Data Lake Storage Gen 2, and you can see the data read volume, number of KBs, and number of rows read and number of rows written, and you can see the copy duration, and you can see some metrics over there that shows how long the activity has run for that particular table, and similarly for the second table, like this you can see. So now let's go and check the container whether we got the data or not. Okay, let's go to the container and then landing area. So you see the folders are created based on the table name. Go to the address, and you see the sales LT address table address has been created in text format. If you go on edit right, you can see the data here, which is in text format. Okay, just close this one and go back, and you can search for the remaining also. So this is how the data has been in text format. And I think this is how we will be using Azure Data Factory to ingest the data from SQL Server to Blob Storage. I hope you like this video. Thank you.